Hi guys, Brendan from the EV and Hybrid Network here. We've just changed out this hybrid battery in a Lexus, so I want to take a look at a couple of interesting things with you. So we've just finished replacing this RX 450H battery. It was getting warnings on the dash, so when we load test this battery, the two modules are called a block, and they're in pairs, so each pair is a block. And when we load test these batteries, we don't want to see more than 0.5 of a volt difference between these pairs. Now we had in this case a block that was giving a 0.9 volt difference compared to the others. That is a weak block that we're able to find, and that is the cause of why this is bringing up warnings. So the question arises, okay great, why don't we just replace the two modules in the block, or even going further, now that at this point we could split it, we could take that module out and we could even load test which one of them it is. But that is not the best value. You know, the customer does want to keep this car. It does not make sense to take it out and just do that, put it back in, they go another 3 months, the next weakest link falls over. You know, there is overall degradation in this battery. It's just that yes, there is obviously one block that is worse than the others currently. The best value for this vehicle, rather than taking it apart 10 times to replace them individually, this has overall degradation over about 12 years or so. I can't remember the exact year range of this one, but putting in a completely reconditioned, or in this case brand new battery from Lexus, is the best value proposition. Now something I want to show you that is a maintenance type thing on these batteries. So this is not a bad example of it, but you can obviously see the debris that builds up on there. So airflow is key on these. If we can keep these batteries cool, we can add years to the life of these. So that those fans that you see running on the top here, if we take a look at one that's out, they would be running air down through this section here, cooling the bottom of those batteries. Different design on these Lexus to say your typical Toyota Camrys and Prius, which are much more notorious for literally blocking up the passages between each of these battery sections, and you reduce the airflow. So something that even during servicing, you know, a knowledgeable workshop can do is looking at the battery temperatures. So we have battery temperature sensors, and there's obviously ones underneath these as well. And if we see more than 5 degrees difference between those sensors, that is a really good indication that we could have a lot of debris buildup there. Again, knowledgeable workshops would know that some of these are fitted with external filters. So usually in the rear compartment where the seat is, where the air inflow is for these, some of them do have a filter, some of them do not. So they chop and change between the models, but definitely if it has one, keeping up on the maintenance of changing that filter, and two, if we are starting to see temperature variance, which yes, it can be because of high resistance in a module causing temperature, but much more often it's because of debris buildup, then there is a good proposition to leaving the battery in the car, but taking the cover off and inside the car, you know, spending the few hours or so to properly clean out this system so that we have good airflow. You will add years to the battery, particularly in a hot climate. So if you're in the northern states and you're starting to see more than 5 degrees variance between your temperature sensors, there is a good case to be made to cleaning out that battery to get a bit more life out of it. So hopefully that's something interesting and a little bit of a maintenance tip. Get onto your EV and Hybrid Network member workshops, and we'll be able to make sure we keep your batteries in the best health.